right. Oh no, still. You know what's funny? It's not working properly.
Which is weird because like
working, and then how could it just like not work? Because if you're not doing anything to it to cause it to different, like what would?
in 1 week, right? You're doing those updates. I'm gonna have to edit this a little bit.
What? What is going on? What? Why? Wait a minute. What is that?
Moving in stereo.
Wait, do it.
Cars.
Do it again. What is that? Oh yeah, dude. Pass that bong over here right now.
Dude,
Is that a song?
yeah, the Cars.
Oh man.
That's a copyright infringement.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what?
I can play 6 seconds.
Yeah. That was.
Is there a rule that if you played like 6 seconds of a song, like you avoid copyright infringement? Like if you go dun, 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 like Swanee Weaver dun, 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 dun.
You know what? There is something about that.
I think you could do this.
Yeah, what's that mean? That could be anything. That could be like
Wait. Oh, is that the Trucks?
Yeah.
No, the Trucks. That's my favorite
siren.
band.
no, it's like Lost in Space.
Right.
No, that's what I thought it was, man.
Yeah,
Oh man, wasn't that weird?
Star Trek or something.
Lost in space. So they're in space, right? A whole
Yeah.
family,
Lost.
right? And
with no oxygen masks.
right, and they got basically got a hot guy and an asshole, right?
Yep.
Why not just kill the asshole? At what point, after the doctor does all that terrible shit, does the dad not just go, let's just space this fucker? I mean,
100%.
yeah, I don't understand the concept behind that.
Well, that's the great thing about the Wild West. Do I have sound here? It doesn't
Yes.
feel like okay.
Yes.
Hello. That's the great thing about the Wild West. Like you can, like if you're in the middle, like just like New Mexico somewhere, and you could just kill somebody and take their boots and bury them in a hole and take their horse and just be on your way and with no repercussions. You know, what I mean,
Ted, I'm so glad we're friends now and not 100 years earlier. Could you imagine that?
Where's Matt?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. You like my boots? Those look like Matt's boots.
Hey, I heard Matt just found this big vein of gold.
No need to drive out to the desert out there.
Yeah, especially not 37 steps off the road right by the big rock.
He just found this. He just found this big vein of gold. Told me about it.
Oh man, that's like that one Clint Eastwood movie where the guy's dancing around with the gold and the guys come out and they shoot him. It's like, Dad, what happened? It's like, well, your dad was fucking stupid and he got shot by the bad guys. Yeah. All right. Ted, this is a poignant, important show today. Do you know why?
Why is that?
I have no idea. Do you know? That's why I'm wondering. Do you have any idea why?
Because it's episode number 23.
It is. I believe it is episode number 23.
Michael Jordan.
Okay, so he was kind of good in basketball, right?
He was. It's pretty good.
Wait, someone else referenced the 23, but it wasn't Michael Jordan. They referenced 23.
And me? The
20
genetic test?
Dude, you know what? My sister keeps trying to get me to do that, but I don't want to know. Because, here, I tell you, it ruined my favorite joke. 23andMe ruined my favorite joke because my mom forever told us we were Irish and German, okay? And then if we find out that when we're all done, we're just straight German. And it ruined my, that's it, we're just German. There's no Irish. And it ruined my perfect joke. I said, I'm Irish and German. I get drunk, I fight, and I lose.
And I have a small penis.
Whoa, I didn't, no, that was not.
Or if you're French, you just do an unconditional surrender.
Or if you're,
Immediately.
Maybe that explains your large penis now. You're not Irish.
there you go. Well, no, or you could be Italy and just switch sides.
Or France and give up.
Oh.
I surrender.
That is,
Oui.
that's so, you know what? History teaches us so much. Yeah, it really does. It teaches us so much. What's that line? If you don't learn history, you're doomed.
doomed to
If you're
it.
doomed, if you don't learn from the past, you're doomed to repeat the mistakes of the past or something like that.
Oh
Or,
man. Okay, so
don't invade Russia in the winter, all that good stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay, so Ted, can you not repeat the mistakes of the past and have a new Ted's Tips for 20?
Nice.
Yes, that's
nice
why
segue.
I have this piece of paper here.
There's and folks, listen.
writing on it.
Before we get started, there's a lot written on there.
It's a full-size piece of paper.
yeah, it
But it's
is.
but it's folded
It
in
is.
half.
It is. and again, some of it, I believe, is a picture of an anus. Is that some of it is a picture of an anus?
It's a
Stinkler.
bleached one.
How can you? He's got a black pen. How can you draw a bleached anus on a yellow piece of paper?
I'm not going to have a non-bleached anus in this studio.
Oh, it's a studio. Okay. I love that we're calling my basement a studio. That's awesome. Okay. Because you know what? Really, when you guys aren't here, it's just a masturbation room. That's all it is. Okay.
A den of ill repute.
No, it's ill repute.
Repute?
Yes, it's not
Bulwark?
repute.
Bulwark?
That
Bulwark?
explains the end of last week's show.
That is so
Is a
wrong.
rabbit eating a carrot?
Yeah, that's what it was. Had a rabbit eating a carrot. All right, psychos.
Well, wait, what was Ted's metaphor for that no one knew? Like with a carrot, like boxing a carrot, or what was he? You remember that?
No,
from about 3 weeks ago when we were doing buffing the dolphin or whatever it was, and
waxing the carrot.
Waxing the carrot.
Yeah.
Waxing the carrot.
Buffing the helmet, waxing the carrot.
Yeah, it's for no. And you know what's funny? Waxing the dolphin doesn't make any more sense than waxing a carrot.
It doesn't.
Well, carrot's more phallic, so I mean, a dolphin is like a
phallic.
But
still,
I like mispronouncing
either
that
one.
word.
Waxing a dolphin doesn't really mean anything. Dolphins are already kind of shiny and slick, right? You don't really have to wax them at all.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, the thing that needs wax, I can't believe I'm saying this, is a carrot.
So maybe he's right.
Yeah. Wow, Ted. You know what? In hindsight and hind end, you're kind of a genius.
Full credit.
Yeah.
It was just common
We're
sense.
not worthy. We're not
Worthy, man.
All right, let's get this flaming bag of turds going, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2. Hey, everybody. My name is Matt, and welcome to the Real Three Idiots podcast. Sitting gingerly to my left is a man who frequently vacations with lesbians, Johnny.
A good day.
Oh, that's the best.
I don't know. I didn't
so
know
no
it's-
one understands. Good day. See, I knew I'd throw him off by letting him go first. I did.
He did. I was.
got me
Yeah.
that way.
And no one, at no point does anybody understand the lesbian reference. So at some point, not this week,
Right.
okay, but at some point you'll have to do that. Or if
will.
it comes up this week, we'll explain it. But
It's Pride Month, so it's a good.
yeah,
but
it is.
It is Pride Month, yeah.
Yeah, I
what I
don't have any pride. I have no pride. I have no morals. I have no.
Wasn't that one of the
scruples.
7 deadly sins? Pride.
Yes.
And
Seven deadly-
I believe, you will stay on your feet if you keep your pride, because pride goeth before you fall. Thank you very much. Okay, and staring at me intently is a man with no plan. I knew I'd make him look away. He's looking. I wish, God damn it, we're gonna have video soon.
Can't make eye contact.
My man Teddy.
I apologize for running late. We were actually supposed to start this podcast a half hour ago, but the reason I just flew in from Brussels from the Emil Schiffhausen Penis Reduction Consultation Clinic, and boy, are his hands tired.
Wow. Nice.
Oh my God.
Now I feel unprepared.
Oh my God. See, folks, this is the difference between a Ted that arrives sober and a Ted that shows up completely hammered drunk. So I don't know which this is, but there is a difference, okay? Gentlemen, first, we need to thank Julia for being our guest last week. She was awesome.
She knocked it out of the park.
She slayed it.
Oh, wow. So you hit a home run and then killed people? I love
Exactly.
that.
Yeah, what's actually more of a compliment? She slayed it or she hit it out of the park? That's a good one. Or is it just kind of a tie?
Well, I mean, does anybody really care about baseball? I mean, if she killed it, if she slayed it, she saved our life.
Well, it sounds like a dragon was
Right? Yeah,
killed
dragon.
and gold was taken from a cave. That's what slayed.
I don't know anything about any of that stuff, Ted. But yeah, social media blew up, and everybody had super positive things to say about her.
not us, her.
Yeah, we're Ted. We're three idiots.
Idiots,
yeah.
yeah.
But she has promised to come back, and I am super excited about that. So we'll work on that, and hopefully that'll happen. I am working on another surprise guest, and we have kind of a list of people, but I didn't even tell you guys because I want it to really be a surprise. Okay.
Well, that would definitely be a surprise. You shouldn't tell us.
Not
because
just to
then
the
we
listeners,
never
but
get
to you guys as well. And Teddy and Johnny and all our listeners, we are streaming in Canada and Pakistan.
Excellent.
Nice.
Yes.
Welcome aboard, Canada and
Nice.
Pakistan.
Two
Yes.
very similar countries.
Yeah, hey there.
Love the cricket.
Yeah, love the. Don't understand it. It makes me insane, and I can't believe it lasts for 2 days. But love the game. Okay, and welcome to New York and New Hampshire here. Yeah,
East Coast.
I've actually been to the beach in New Hampshire, and it's actually really nice. And I'm not a beach fan per se, but I was there a few years ago. I don't remember what the beach was called, but it was almost like a Coney Island boardwalk type thing with one of those like Ripley's Believe It or Not type museums there, and just real picturesque, almost like something from like the 1950s.
I'm sure a lot of those East Coast towns have something like that,
right.
right? Because they all want to
They've
capitalize on the New
established summer,
Jersey.
yeah.
Okay, fellas, before we get started, I do need to mention that today is, and Johnny, you probably know this, Goat Cheese Day.
Oh, of course.
Yeah,
That was on the
yeah.
podcast last week.
Fucking cheese podcast. I swear to God, man. I'm going to find the guy. Was it a guy and a girl who does that? It's a guy and a girl, right?
Yeah.
And they talk
I'm still-
talk about cheese.
Wait, I'm still trying to figure out if this is real or you're just a running gag.
This is
I still
real,
don't
dude.
know. I still
This is
don't
real.
know.
You know what? You know what we'll do, Teddy? Next time we're on a road trip, okay, we will listen to the cheese podcast together.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? We'll be driving, but we can still have wine, right? Can you have a driving amount of wine? Not
I
like a
think
full,
so.
not
Yeah,
like a
I
full
think so.
glass.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just like a little driving amount.
As long as it's boxed wine from Target, it's not really real.
Like like you would get in at getting communion at church, maybe.
Yeah, just that much wine, but we'll just leave the priest there. We'll just leave the priest there so we can have our pants on. I don't like driving with no pants on. It's really weird.
Yeah, when he puts that little chip in your mouth, it's going to go all the way down your throat.
Whoa, sir, was that the body of Christ? No, it was not. No, that was not.
It was a body, all right.
It got filthy real fast.
And today is also Color TV Day.
I did not know that.
Yeah, well, nobody under the age of 30 knows that because they don't even know what. If you tell them they're Color TV, they're just like, oh, I saw that once in some old movie.
That's how Ted picks all his hotels. Hey, pull over here. They got colored TVs and air conditioning.
And listen, every once in a while, I will see some really old sign that says Color TV.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, that is great. And in case you didn't know, today is Jimmy Walker's birthday.
Dynamite.
Yeah, Jimmy Walker. Yeah, actually, I just saw him. He made a commercial not too long ago. I can't remember if it's for like auto insurance, but yeah, I think he's in his 60s, and it's still him. He's still got the same hat.
yes,
Good
yeah.
times.
That commercial, by the way, he looks insane. I mean, he sounds insane.
Yeah, well, I mean,
he's capturing something he did, 40 years ago?
Yeah.
I mean, after Good Times, was Jimmy Walker in anything?
And he's on like CNN.
Love Boat,
I think it's on,
was he on Love Boat?
Everyone was on Love Boat.
I think I see it on CNN. It's like, do they really want a black man in the demographic of selling stuff to old white people? You know what I mean? That's what I feel like that commercial's for.
But I mean, I think it's just somebody famous because all those commercials. I know the company. I can't think of what it is, and they're not getting free pub. Yeah. But they have famous older people who are famous way back in the day, and they just come on
like
and
Vanilla Ice.
like that is so apropos, Ted. How do you? Man, you are like an idiot savant. I just had to pause that up a little bit.
Weird.
Okay. Of course, the whole world knows what happened yesterday, right?
I can tell you.
Go ahead.
The Supreme Court overturned the historic right v. wrong decision.
Oh, somebody was watching CNN.
Actually, the headline in the paper today was Roe. They didn't even say wait. They said Roe was overturned.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, I don't even understand.
And
Was
like
it two people who were battling? Did one chick want?
It's one woman. They actually showed one woman, and it was like her case because they showed her. I don't know.
But who was Wade then?
I don't know.
Probably the opposing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, honestly.
You know, it's so funny that we've heard that a million times, and I assume Roe was the chick who wanted abortions.
Which I think is a fake name. I believe it's fake.
Like Ron Mexico?
Like Roe doesn't
They
exist.
didn't want to publicize her at the time.
David Dennison?
Oh, God, you and Ron Mexico. Okay. Thoughts, gentlemen, on this, kind of funky thing that happened?
Well, the funny thing is I'm actually not too well versed in, I know that's a very hot button issue, so I don't want to go into too much detail, but I know there's passionate views on both sides. But the Supreme Court was roundly criticized by world leaders.
Yeah.
Basically, the common theme was America's taken a step back in protecting women's rights. This is a step backwards for women's rights
100%.
overall. Yeah.
And here's the other thing: if you don't care about women's rights, which you should, but because it's not a woman,
you
it's not a
should.
woman thing, right? It's men are affected as well. Yeah. But if you don't care about those, think about this. And it was in Freakonomics.
I love that book. Love that book.
Statistically, guaranteed in 18, and it won't take 18 years, but in 18 years, you can measure the effects that it has on socioeconomic issues because you have a lot of children who are born who are not necessarily wanted, and they're not taken care of.
I can tell you this unequivocally. This is a real study. When women had more abortions, actually the crime rate went down. I don't know what the study was, but it was obviously, like you said, like Johnny was saying, unwanted children, which is unfortunate. Yeah. But the funny thing about like pro-lifers is like they care about the kid in the womb, but they don't care about it once the kid's born. Once the kid's born, then you're on your own.
You know what? That's what I was thinking. Right? The religious right.
That's why it's interesting.
They can't have abortion, but they want guns, knowing that guns are going to kill people.
18
right?
kids got killed. I don't care. I got my rights. I got my Second Amendment rights.
Yeah, that's so weird to me. Right?
Here's the other thing. Poland. It's a step back in a lot of ways, but Poland is being accused of having a national registry now. When you get pregnant, they're tracking that you're pregnant. They have the most strict abortion rule. You can't get an abortion, basically.
I honestly thought you were going to say they have reverse abortions.
Yeah, no.
They have a 2,600 week abortion.
They are.
We should have at this table.
But I mean, you talk about privacy. That's an important.
That is. Well, you always. This is what I'm thinking. What's next for the people who love to tell you? Love to tell other people what's right and what's wrong, right? I mean, what's next? So I was thinking, let's just go full bore. and ban everything.
Well, here's the funny thing. So when the U.S. government, in their infinite wisdom, outlawed liquor back in the 1920s, well, we saw what happened there with prohibition, right?
Everyone stopped drinking?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, the price, that's why Al Capone was making $20 million a year in 1920, Johnny. Yeah, that's right. That's right. So when you ban right now you're gonna have backroom abortions.
Of course
you're
you
gonna have women passing away. And the worst part is, I mean, without it being conservative or liberal, what I've heard is these conservative states, now that Roe v. Wade, they got the green light to restrict women's right to an abortion, they're actually going a step further and trying to restrict the women from even leaving the state to go to a pro-choice state to get an abortion, which is even worse.
Listen. If you try doing something like that, man, I mean, that's going to end. That's going to end. Listen, that's going to end super bad.
Yeah.
That is. I mean, at some point.
Yeah.
That is going to end super bad. But I say, listen, get rid of contraceptives altogether. Let's go back to the Middle Ages. Let's go back to the, hundreds of years ago, right? And just say this. If you fuck, you have a kid. That's the price you pay, right? Forget medicine. Forget overpopulation. Forget women's health. Forget women's choice. Forget about the concern for a child's life when they're born and they don't want to be raised by that person. Forget about all that, okay? And let's just do it. Okay.
Here's the thing I don't understand either. I mean, this is true. I mean, I've never adopted a kid, but I heard that the cost to adopt a kid.
Hold on, Ted. Ted, I thought you adopted that 19-year-old Vietnamese girl, the one you have locked in your basement.
You talking about Suni Previn? Yeah, that's Woody Allen's wife. Yeah, she was available. Yeah. No, but seriously,
twin sister.
So it costs like $20,000 to adopt a kid. You would think with so many like orphans out there, they would pay you $20,000 to take the kid. Yeah. That's why they don't care. That was weird.
They don't care. That was weird. They don't care about kids. They're not trying to help people.
No. And listen, guys, I swear to God, if one motherfucker says that this will get people to stop having sex unless they want to procreate, I will kill them myself.
Yeah, it's
I don't want to hear that.
Well, they're the real idiots.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. And I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear, oh, you killed the next Einstein, right? Because now we can let live the next Hitler, right? I mean it's just so...
Here's the thing. If you are so obsessed with not killing a fetus, then why don't you let people have birth control? Why don't you just basically pump it out to everyone who wants it?
No, because that's the next thing, right? The Plan B,
such hypocrites.
The IUDs. That's what
what's that called? A Plan B is the
that's
pill?
the pill you take
the morning after
pill. Right.
And now this is the funniest thing I think I heard about this the entire week. Because it's not funny, but this is the funniest thing today. Ted Cruz got on and publicly asked the Texas Attorney General to help protect pro-life centers from abortion mobs.
Oh, God.
Because remember before Roe v. Wade in the 60s when all those pro-life centers were bombed by people who love abortion? Wait, hold on. Was it the
other way?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh, I'm sorry.
The pro-lifers were bombing the pro-choicers.
Oh, I thought you know what I thought? I thought it was abortion-crazed people who were bombing pro-life thing. Oh, man, I think
you're also confusing it with the time when you had a bunch of peaceful left-wing people protesting peacefully on the street, and Trump wanted to do a photo op, so he had a National Guard come out and chase him off the fucking street, and then allowed the January 6th rioters to go crazy without any regard for their other people's safety.
Well, Johnny, it's 6 of one and 6 of another one. Yeah.
So the funny thing is, I mean, like I said, there was actually an abortion clinic which is long gone. It's actually not too far from here. I'm not going to give the location, but
Chicago.
I actually drove past it several times when it was open, and literally every week, like clockwork, there were a bunch of lifers.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
And they had this huge mural of like Jesus Christ. I mean, literally like as tall as the Statue of Liberty. Like,
wait, did they have one of Santa Claus too? I'm just was it just imaginary people? Santa Claus will not bring you presents, like Jesus, because they're both imaginary.
Yeah. And then I'm going to say the obvious, which I know everyone out there is thinking, but it's like really stop for a second. As men, obviously, I'm not I know I'm impacted, but I'm not personally impacted by that decision. But think of all the women who have just been told you have no control over your body. I'm not going to wear a mask because my body, my choice. But you will carry a baby that you've just been raped and impregnated. You will carry that to full term.
Or not even raped. I mean, not raped. It just had like a one-night stand, or just has some like.
Right.
But if they were raped or there was incest, they still have to carry it to term.
Right. But just have like.
But they won't wear a fucking mask.
Listen, guys. This is one of those things where and we're going to stop right here because I feel like there's a core group of people who love telling other people what's right and what's wrong.
You know why? Because good people are always so sure they're right. Just remember that good people are always so sure they're right. Just remember that.
And here's the thing.
And the road to hell is paved with good intentions.
It's the loudest people. It's the loudest people that get what they want. And I'll give you an example. I worked with this chick, Miss Eva, okay? And she was an annoying fucking bitch. Oh my God. She just whatever she wanted, she would just hassle you until you did it.
So she slut shamed you into doing it.
Well, it's not even that. It's just the constant berating, which is, I'm sure, what all these Supreme Court justices, not Clarence Thomas. That guy, listen, I am not condoning violence in any way, but I hope he falls down a long flight of steps by accident
on top of his
very
wife.
fucking soon. Well, that would save him.
So what was the decision in Roe v. Wade? It was 6-3. That's what I heard was 6-3.
I thought it was 5-4.
I think it was 6-3.
Okay.
It was 6-3. So actually, here's what I hope. The people who voted for, in the 6 people, let them make the child support payments to the ones, since they're so adamant about that.
I will add one little color commentary to that. I think you're right with the overall vote, but I think it's Roberts who's kind of against abortion, but he realizes that you have these Federalist judges who are ridiculous, and he's swinging back kind of a little bit more liberal, and he made some dissenting remarks to it, but he still ultimately.
Well, here's the big picture takeaway, and this is my thing against the Supreme Court, and this is my thing against politics in general. Nobody should have a lifetime appointment for anything.
Right.
No, at no point.
Nancy Pelosi, 80 years old. Dianne Feinstein, 88 years old, can't remember anything about anything.
Man, don't get me started.
No, I don't want to start.
The last 2 weeks of listening to Joe Biden talk.
Yeah.
Listen, this is the end.
He accidentally held up his cue card that told
I know,
him where
I
to
saw
stand
that.
and where to go. The red X by the podium. Yeah, that's a good one.
The best part was you sit in your seat.
I'm not.
As opposed to you sit on her lap.
Wait, I thought you were going to who let the dogs out.
I'm not ready for AOC, but I am tired of 90-year-old white men.
Me too, and I wish they would just stop calling me. I really do. All right, Teddy, are you ready for Ted?
They should call me. I'll solve it all.
Ted,
I will solve it all.
You know why? Because I'm pretty sure Bernard Randolph is dead, and I know Mr. Coffee is, and Ted's lonely.
No, I actually Googled it, Bernard Randolph, because I was
is he
really
dead?
hoping. No. Thank God he's still alive. Somewhere. He's not dead.
Wait, Bernard Randolph is alive.
I Googled Bernard Randolph because he's my guy.
Teddy,
my guy.
I will tell you this.
He's my guy.
I will tell you this right now. I am going to do everything in my power to get Bernard Randolph sitting in that 4th seat sometime soon. So we have to go find you and I. He'll remember you. Teddy, you sweet little man. You.
It's not the white kid I've ever seen.
Yeah. All right. Teddy, are you ready for Ted's Tips for 20s?
Yes, I am, actually.
Okay. So let me do our sponsor. We got a brand new sponsor, so this is kind of cool, and then we'll do Ted's Tips for 20s. Okay? All right. Excuse me. A note from your friendly neighborhood oil companies. We urge everyone to continue to be upset with the President of the United States and the Congress for surging gas prices. You should also be throwing a great deal of blame on the evil Russian Empire and the Ukrainians for not being able to stop the Russians from invading their country. A few random voices have mistakenly placed the blame for this on your friendly, earth-loving oil companies. We have been barely squeaking by with our record profits during the last 3 months. And while on paper it seems like Chevron has made more money in the last year than they have at any time during the previous decade, that's only because they have. And don't be fooled by the fact that Exxon has already doubled its profits from last year in only 6 months. That extra money was necessary to give their CEO an $8 million raise. Then next time you pull up to the pump and see a $6 gas price, remember, if you're a stockholder in Big Oil, you are raking in the dough. Congratulations. And if you aren't, take solace in the words of Exxon CEO Mike Wirth, who assured the President of the United States that they would never purposely take advantage of the Russian-Ukraine war to make a ridiculously vulgar and insane amount of money. It just kind of happened that way.
You know what's kind of funny? I actually read something the other day, and I believe it. They said like the president actually does not have any control over the gas prices. But
of course not.
Here's the best part.
No.
He's going to be blamed because you know why?
Yes.
When you're in charge, it's still your fault.
Okay.
It's still your fault.
Okay, you're insane. The first thing Biden did when he was elected president,
Shut down the Keystone Pipeline.
He went to which was a branch that wasn't even operational, but he went into the room, the president, the White House, and he turned the gas price knob all the way up to 6. That's it. What he did. The first thing.
Oh, I thought you were going to say he would do what I do if I was elected president. Close all the
Turn it
doors
down
and
to
start jacking off everywhere.
in the Lincoln bedroom.
Oh, man, dude, I would cover the...
Is that haunted, by the way?
Listen, you know why it would be the White House? Because it'd be covered in white, baby.
Mary Todd Lincoln, she's a sweet piece of...
What are you talking about? Listen. Abraham Lincoln, arguably one of the greatest presidents of all time. You can't diss his wife by saying you would be all over her, man.
Well, you know, if his bodyguard was any fucking good, he'd still be alive. He'd have died of natural causes, but I mean, you know.
There was something wrong. Something wrong with her, wasn't it?
Mary Todd Lincoln? Yeah, she's crazy as a shithouse fucking
she
rat.
probably had tertiary syphilis like Al Capone and other stuff. You know, so I mean, you know,
How do you know tertiary syphilis?
it's the worst kind of syphilis.
It's worse than primary and secondary.
Well, but is it quaternary? Yeah, it's way better than quaternary.
Picture getting syphilis and then
No.
just like never treating it.
No, Teddy, I don't want to picture
remember the Seinfeld episode where they run out of gas? Like, let's just keep going and see what happens. That's what it's like.
That's what tertiary syphilis is. You just get more syphilis.
Let's get syphilis. Let's just not treat it. Let's just keep going and see what happens.
Oh man, that is so wrong. Okay, Johnny, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, do it.
Yo, TED, let's tip it.
Tips, Teddy. Tips, Teddy.
All right, stop.
Collaborate and listen. Ted recycled last week's edition. Word to the 20s.
You know, it's funny. I mentioned Vanilla Ice.
Yeah,
that
I know.
was coincidence. That was a coincidence.
Yeah,
that was
Ted
good.
doesn't
so
know.
weird.
That was
Ted
good.
doesn't know the
That was
song,
good.
so that
Yeah.
was
No,
that was
good.
insane.
That was good.
Yeah, Ted never knows the song because even if we told him, he would forget.
If you were going to guess what the lottery ticket numbers were going to be, what would you say?
Well, I wouldn't be sitting here with you guys because I'd be
No,
on
Ted,
a golf
I mean,
course.
just saying.
You're on a
in
roll, bro.
Scottsdale.
So
in
hold on.
Scottsdale.
Let me write this down. Ted, if you thought what the numbers would be, what would you think they are?
Well, I asked the ghost. Who never
Oh,
haunted me.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, why would... Again, Teddy's theory is a ghost would tell him. A ghost is no good because a ghost wouldn't tell him what the lottery numbers were. But how would a ghost know?
It wouldn't know.
Well, you would think a ghost would know more than us because it's a ghost. Because, I mean, it's between...
Why? A ghost geniuses or something?
Well, I think they're just stuck between the metaphysical world and whatever final destination they're going to.
Wait, is that what the lottery numbers are?
Well, I would hope so. I would just say, make yourself useful to me. You know what
Wait,
I mean?
could I just do it-
Of course I'm fucking scared of you.
Could I do a Flatliners thing and get the... Yeah, you guys remember Flatliners and Keeper Sutherland where they killed him, but then they brought him back, and then well, that's weird that it turned out bad.
No, remember Poltergeist when they go in the kitchen, all the chairs are stacked up on the table, and they go, oh!
Yeah.
It's like,
Wait, hold on,
okay,
hold on.
of course I'm scared shitless.
Yeah, but
Now tell me something I want to know.
right, but see that's where the disbelief comes in so many movies. Like I can deal with the Marvel movies, but if you're like okay, and they're going to write this, and then they walk in and all the chairs are stacked up and no one knows why, and everyone stays. No one leaves the house.
I'm going to say scariest horror movie scene, not horror movie, but scary movie scene
No doubt
is
in my mind.
Sixth Sense when the kid's peeing.
And he's got a bigger dick
and
than
it gets
you.
cold. No, and it gets cold, and something walks behind him while he's peeing.
Right.
That's scary.
But that's
That's Bruce Willis.
Yeah. So
That-
I'm-
right? That wasn't that
Yeah,
supposed to be Bruce Willis
It
because
is,
he's
yeah,
dead?
He's in it. Yeah,
Yeah,
but, yeah.
And because he's kind of
don't-
weird.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry, spoiler alert.
It's okay. The movie's
17-year-old
like 20
movie.
years old. It's all right. It's
No,
all
no.
right.
Scariest movie I now will never watch again. What was the one? Well, I can't remember the name of it.
I spit
with-
on your grave.
Stop it, Ted. That was one of your fondest childhood memories. The one where they have the camera and it's bouncing around
Oh,
and
that's
it's
stupid. The Blair Witch Project.
Yeah.
I hated that movie.
what? That was
It
the
was
scar-
the dumbest.
Ted, most terrifying
like-
movie. Listen,
It's just like
Yeah.
no. Listen, I
That's
watched
it.
it.
that's the whole
That's
movie.
it.
Yeah, but it was.
And I'm like, could somebody
Yeah, but
please
at the
kill
end when they
these kids?
show the person standing behind and the camera dropped. Listen, I watched it with a girl and I was trying to be cool. I was so scared. I yelled out. Listen, I'm the worst. I never watch a scary movie with me because here, when the guy dies, I scream. When the cat jumps out, I scream. Listen, when the door opens and nothing happens, I scream.
We all scream.
Yeah, for ice cream. Right. Okay, Teddy, do it.
Okay, guys, this
me.
is not maybe
Good.
a tip just for 20s, but for everybody. Actually, I'm applying this to myself too. Okay,
Ted's tip for himself.
we actually
I
we,
should have
we,
known
we,
better.
we actually talked about this the other day. We actually me and Maddie actually talked about this the other day. Do not ask a grown man for his autograph. Okay, so think about this. Let's think about this. Okay. The last time I got an autograph from a grown man, I was 11 years old, and Joe DiMaggio. Yeah, Joe DiMaggio. I got Joe DiMaggio's autograph on a cocktail napkin at the stage contest in New York City, and I didn't even know at the time that he won 9 World Series. He was Mr. Coffee. He was 77 years old. Yeah, he's retired.
So why did you get his autograph then?
Because my grandmother and my uncles who I was with, they said, hey, there's Joe DiMaggio. Go up to him and talk to him. So I talked to Joe DiMaggio for about 15, 20 minutes, just me and him.
Did
about
you spit
nothing.
on him?
And you know what DiMaggio?
I spit on the Joe DiMaggio?
You know what Joe DiMaggio said to me? So I had a toothpick in my mouth. He goes, kid, get the toothpick out of your mouth. And he goes, and I tried to shake his hand with my left hand. He goes, kid, don't shake my hand with your left hand.
Yeah.
And so Joe DiMaggio actually berated me.
Yeah. Wow. What an asshole.
That's the only famous athlete I ever met. But honestly, so I was actually thinking the other day, like, yeah, that's the only famous person I ever met in my whole life.
What am I?
Well,
Dude, I'm
famous.
super
Yeah,
fucking famous, man.
Exactly, so the point is this. Okay, if I'm out at a bar and Tiger Woods or Michael Jordan walk in, and like everyone goes apeshit, right? Like, oh, there they are.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. I'm a grown man. I don't give a fuck about. I mean,
With the windows down and the system up.
and the system up. Yeah. So I mean, it's saying, yeah, they're really good at what they do. Good for them. Steph Curry, LeBron James. I don't give a shit. I'm worried about me. When's my next tea time? How much money do I have in my bank account? Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to ask a grown man for his autograph. It's fucking stupid. But honestly, if it was for money, so these professional guys who ask people for their autographs so they can sell it on eBay, I respect that. But I mean, but I'm saying, but seriously.
So why don't you get a guy's autograph and sell it?
No, I'm just saying, I'm talking about the people who do it just for their own personal satisfaction because they're just kissing their ass.
Well,
that's what I'm talking about. Those guys.
Well, what about all those people that take pictures and stuff?
Yeah, I wouldn't even do that.
I wouldn't
do that.
Yeah, I'm watching golf, and all these people are taking videos of the guys taking the swing, and I love it. One of the announcers a couple weeks ago is like, yeah, all these people taking videos and pictures of stuff they'll never look at again.
Like a fireworks show.
Yeah. Oh, when did that?
Yeah.
So when did that start? When did you start taking a video of a fireworks show? Who gives a shit?
Who's going to watch that?
Right. It doesn't make that. That is so bizarre to me.
Yeah, that's
but
all.
I agree.
Same thing. Photos, autographs. It just seems really just stupid. I mean, it's just, oh yeah, this guy. He's genetically blessed to do this one thing really fucking good. Good for him, but how's that helping me? It's like reading a story about Kim Kardashian fucking Pete Davidson. Who gives a fuck? How's that helping me?
Well, and I'm gonna
the royal family. How's that helping me?
I don't know.
It's not.
It's all pretty funny. It helps us. It helps us with this.
I'm gonna say
Christy Brinkley looks great in a bikini at the age of 69. Who gives a fuck? How's that helping me?
It would help me if she was looking great right here in this basement.
Elizabeth Hurley's abs are really toned at the age of 57. There's a lot of fucking articles about that out there.
All right, well, I got to jack off now.
You already did, Johnny. You didn't know it yet.
I'll agree with you because I got Tony Esposito's autograph when I was a kid, and basically it's
he's the hockey player, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. 35 Blackhawks.
Yeah.
Who the fuck knows where that thing is? I don't even. What do you do with it then?
Yeah.
It's somewhere in your basement in a box.
So I was working at the golf course, and some guy brings in this bottle of $150 bottle of scotch or whatever whiskey, right? And it's signed by the owner of the company and the distiller, and so my the guy says, oh, this is a $150 bottle. He goes, it's worth $1,000 because it's signed, and I'm like, to who? Who gives a shit? I mean, you're just going to drink it. If you're going to keep the bottle, no one gives a shit except you.
I'm just saying, if you're a professional collector and seller, I totally understand the concept of the autograph. But I'm saying, if you're just doing it I'm talking about for hero worship purposes. It's like, just like, okay, who's the most famous?
Wait, did you say
person in the
hero
world?
worship or hero
Worship.
worship?
Worship. Like a
That's
warship.
That's where you start blowing loads on guys.
My battleship, yeah. But the bulwark. It's the bulwark, Johnny.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. We do not want to hang out by the bulwark with Teddy. We will all be getting late.
And then you can extrapolate that too. Like, so many parents tape, and I was one of them, taping every single stage thing their kid did, rather than just sit there and really enjoy it. Because, am I gonna break that out and watch my daughter's 3rd grade recital ever again in my life?
No, a couple of pictures. Honestly, a couple of pictures, and then you put up like 10 pictures in a frame or something. I love looking at that stuff.
Right.
I do. I have a couple of favorite pictures of my kids that I love looking at, but that's it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go back and watch my. You know what? This is when I thought my son would be a professional baseball player. Right here when he hit 5 home runs at age 6.
I'll give you
Al Bundy 4 touchdowns.
I'll give you one last example. So, my wife, she doesn't drink that much, but I come home the other day. And I can see she's got a bottle of wine open, so I know, and it's like basically gone. So I know I know she's drunk, and she's sitting.
Where's the pills? Where's the Tylenol 3 with codeine?
She's sitting on the couch, and she's facing me, but I can't see the TV. She's watching TV, and she's like, don't go in that church, you stupid bitch.
What you watching?
And I'm like, what are you watching? She goes, our wedding video.
That's a good one. He got me on that one.
Oh my God.
So the last example before we go to the next subject.
Okay.
Yeah. So another it's.
This is really super scripted, Ted. We cannot.
No, it's not. This is not. So it's really this is segued into that. So the concept of catching a foul ball at a baseball game. So these grown men who've never seen a fucking baseball in their life, they're chasing a $3 fucking baseball, risking life and limb. And so remember the guy who fell out of the stands? He was like, I think it was the Houston Astros game. He was with his kid. He leans
I think it was
over
a
the
Reds
top-
game. But yeah.
He leans over to catch a stupid foul ball, falls with it. It's fucking horrible, right? It's fucking horrible.
I'd catch one though and give it to the
Did-
little
did he
kid
get to keep
next
the ball?
to me, right? And then all the girls would be like, "Oh,
Listen-
you're
Yeah.
sweet."
But
God, thank you.
I've been to a few baseball games. But honestly, if I see a ball coming to me, I'm getting out of the fucking way. I don't give a fuck about that ball at all.
See, and Teddy,
I
and
don't give
Teddy,
a fuck about that ball at
and
all.
I cannot
fuck the ball.
I cannot condone that because I literally have all 3 balls that I have ever caught at baseball games, and still during the White Sox World Series.
Well, I mean, of course you caught it.
During the
But
White
if you
Sox
caught- yeah, of
World
course,
Series
yeah.
when they won in 2005, I had a foul ball hit off my hands that I swear to you would be one of my prized possessions.
You had no glove on,
No, I didn't have a glove on.
so it hit your palm of your hand and you bounced off.
It bounced right
Yeah,
off.
well, I mean,
man.
but I'm saying it didn't chase you. It came to you.
Mono
It came to
staple.
you.
yeah, all
You
the
didn't-
ones I caught have
Yeah,
come
you
to me.
didn't. I'm just saying you didn't risk life and limb trying to get this.
Well, you remember our
stupid
buddy
ball.
Phil we played basketball with?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, so we were out in left field
Yeah.
of Cubs game, and
Yeah.
I never go to Cubs games. And the ball's home runs hit, and it bounces off of Phil's hands, and I got my beer in my hand. It bounces off of Phil's hand, bounces right to me, and I was like, "Oh yeah, thank you." And Phil's just like, "Are you going to give that to me? I'm a Cubs fan," and I was like, dude, I caught this. No, and I listen. I didn't even give a shit, but I caught it, and that's a I don't know,
it's big.
baseball.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Baseball and catching a ball is a big fucking deal.
And that's how he
But I'm
earned
saying-
his nickname,
right, but you're-
Manos de Pedras, hands of stone.
Actually, my favorite one is like when the guy loses the bat, like he swings and the bat flies out
And
of
you
his,
catch it?
and the guy catches the bat. Say that's cool, but I'm just saying they didn't go out of their way to do that.
Right? No,
You
no,
know,
I
They
understand
didn't
what
risk
you're
life
saying.
and limb. That's all I'm saying.
I
No,
understand
I
what you're
agree
saying.
with you. If a ball comes anywhere near me, I'm going to catch it. Life is a defensive backfield, and I'm going to participate.
Yeah,
at
yeah.
all
Fuck,
times.
fuck those kids who try to get
Right.
it. Yeah, it's just a different thing, Teddy. All right, so we got to move on. Okay, so I thought this was pretty cool, and I'm going to do my thing. Okay, because Teddy did his thing. Okay, so
No, that was actually our thing.
no. Ted's tips for 20s is your thing.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, yes, folks. When he said it like that, it did sound
It is-
exactly what he said.
It is Pride Month. So.
Yeah. Okay. So, I need to mention this because it blows my mind. In the state of Wisconsin last year, they spent almost $1 million trying to prove that Trump got cheated out of electoral college votes from that state. $1 million. Okay.
Nice.
On top of that, a former Wisconsin Supreme Court justice that a Republican senator hired deleted tons of his files that told what he and the senator talked about, and they found. Now, here's my thing. You don't delete files that prove you're right. You delete files that prove the other guy was right.
They prove malfeasance. That's
Right.
what you delete.
Ooh, very nice. Okay, and to me, $1 million fixes a lot of roads.
Yeah.
It feeds a lot of people. It provides a lot of free college to people that need it.
Well, $1 million. I mean, so here, look at it this way. So Joe Biden is quote unquote considering a federal gas tax repealing
Ridiculous.
for 3 months.
Ridiculous.
And here's what you're going to save. You're going to save $5 a month if it passes Congress in about a year from now.
It won't pass.
Yeah.
It won't
No,
pass.
it's a ridiculous.
It's
concept.
basically a let them eat cake too situation. Like, oh, you're going to save $5 a month. Yeah. So it's just fucking stupid as fuck.
It
you
is.
know.
It's stupid as fuck. But just to finish my thing, okay, so enough is enough. Okay, Republican Assembly Speaker Robin Voss from Wisconsin, take a break from wasting taxpayer money and please suck my dick.
Yes.
Okay.
Listen, you guys had your chances. There's been 1 billion. They fucking hand counted Georgia ballots 3 times. How many times do
you know how hard that is for people from Georgia? Because
Right.
once they get past 7, it's just like magic numbers. It's green and wall and horse.
So here's the funny thing. I mean, without making any judgment. So basically, the U.S. just gave Ukraine another $40 billion. So can you imagine what 40?
Insanity.
So they could fix all the. I mean, a lot of roads. A lot of, they talk about
I
the
feel like all the
infrastructure.
roads.
So basically, they say the infrastructure bill is like it's been kind of sidelined because of a couple of senators who wouldn't vote for it. But I'm saying, but they can give $40 billion to a foreign country in 2 seconds. Why can't you just take the fucking $40 billion? Which, by the way, when you're printing that money, it makes inflation go up a lot more. You know,
Right,
you're just
right.
printing shit.
I
You're
can
just printing
I can
shit.
tell you
You're
why.
just printing
Because
shit.
Congress is not in the let's make America great business. They're in the let's get reelected business. So what can we do to rile up the base?
Exactly.
And I'll tell you right now, I really love this. I know everyone thinks Trump is Teflon man and he won't get convicted of anything, and it might not. But dude, it's getting serious. The FBI raided Jeffrey Clark and some other woman. It's like it's getting serious.
No, it is. It is.
Well, I mean, I think the big takeaway is that our tax dollars are being wasted on stupid shit.
Yeah.
We spent 20 fucking years in Afghanistan. We pulled out. That government collapsed in 1 fucking week.
Yeah.
They couldn't even last 1 fucking week
Yeah.
against the fucking Taliban after training these fucking dickholes.
Of course not, because it's not a government. It's a collection of nothing.
These fucking collection of fucking half
dickholes.
retards. These half fucking retards who couldn't find the fucking trigger.
Fucking dickholes.
Yeah. Seriously, so I'm saying, so we sent consultants there to train these fucking sheep herders to fight against the Taliban for 20 fucking years, and we pulled out, and they couldn't last for 1 fucking week. Not 1 fucking week.
Teddy, listen.
Not
Believe
1 fucking week.
Believe what you want about, say what you want, okay? About
war was good for somebody. Somebody profited big time, just not the American people.
No, but
Just not the American people.
But say what you want.
Yeah.
All these regime wars that we get involved in, they're all losers, Ted. They're all losers.
America has not won a war since World War. I told you this before.
But
since
all those regime
it's
wars we
Korea-
don't win.
It's the U.S. Army
yeah.
and all these military companies that supply weapons.
Yeah, right.
It's all that.
Korea, Vietnam, Afghanistan, Army, Ukraine. I guarantee you, America has not won a war since the fucking World War II. And honestly, they helped. Obviously Britain helped with that too. So, here,
but
I
Teddy,
do see this though. I will say this, and I'm not suggesting we do this, but if after seeing how incapable Russia is, I believe if there was a big old war, we'd fucking win. Other than the nuclear
Well,
stuff. Don't get me wrong with the nuclear stuff.
Russia has more nuclear weapons
Right.
than I think any. So
Right.
who has the bomb? America, Israel. Even though I don't say it, Israel has the bomb. Pakistan, India has the bomb.
Well,
Russia.
the Daz band, right?
I think-
They dropped a bomb on me.
I think we need to change topics. The FBI
All right.
has been
So
alerted.
so Teddy, let's get off of this. Okay, so let's stay in Wisconsin for a little bit. And you guys know Ron Johnson, right? From Wisconsin,
Senator,
right?
yeah.
So congratulations to him. He has won the Wisconsin Senate Asshole of the Year award. Okay. You guys probably heard what happened. He tried to get Mike Pence to submit a list of fake electors that would vote for Trump instead of Biden, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, before we go any further, and I think Ted has reminded us of this, in order to keep a secret, you need to make sure that everyone is dead.
Exactly.
Okay?
Exactly.
So now he tried to get his chief of staff to get Pence's chief of staff, right? They called them both and tried to get them to submit these things. So I'm pretty sure that Ron Johnson was going to kill all of the fake electors, his chief of staff, Pence's chief of staff, and I'm pretty sure this is illegal, the vice president of the United States, so that he could keep a secret. Now, he did not do that.
So
and now we know the truth.
Now
Because
the
we're
secret's
talking
out.
about, if we're talking about in this show, obviously nobody fucking kept the secret, obviously.
Right.
And I guess he didn't get his pardon, so uh-oh.
Oopsie. But now here's the funniest part. Did you guys see the thing where Ron Johnson, the reporter, was accosting him, and he
Fake phone.
He
That was awesome.
Yeah, he's faking like he's on the phone, right?
Is there an app for that? Is there an app like that rings like when you want to
There
get
should be.
get out of a situation? There's an app that rings.
It should have been. Now here's the funniest part. I'm hearing about this as we're driving to golf with my buddy Pete. You guys know Pete,
Yep.
Big Pete, right? So Pete tells me this story that one of the guys he worked with, because he works with the trains, one of the guys would, when he was in a train station, he saw a hot chick, he would pick up his phone and pretend to talk and then like kind of move over by chicks and check them out and everything. And now this guy is pissed because he can't do that anymore.
Can't do that anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you got to keep the phone, the visible part of the phone, not facing that person. Otherwise,
But
you
how-
see that it's not.
But I mean, I can tell right now
He
that
was
you have
like
a picture
this.
of a dick on your. I mean, that your phone.
It's Ron Johnson's dick, I think.
He was talking to the reporter, and I know you can't see this, but he was talking to a reporter like this, and the reporter's like, "Dude, I can see your phone. There's, it's not-
Yeah. No, that is awesome. And then he did the. Yeah, you caught me, but I'm not going to answer any questions because I'm a fucking dildo.
I'm a senator. I'm stupid."
Yeah. Oh, Senator Fucktard. Sorry, Senator Fucktard. Okay, guys. Marjorie Taylor Greene
Oh, I
And
miss her. I miss her.
I
She hasn't
love-
been in the news lately.
I love her so much.
Right.
She has opened America's eyes to a new and expanding problem around the world. And you guys probably know this. You guys probably all know this. This week, a reporter from the UK asked Green, she said to Green, we don't have guns in the UK and we don't have mass shootings. Now, those two things kind of go together, right? You have to have guns to have mass shootings.
Not if you're, who?
Actually, in Japan, they have mass stabbings.
So that is what Green countered with, and she said the UK is rife with mass stabbings.
She's probably meaning Japan, because I think Japan and China
Nope,
have
nope,
mass
nope.
stabbings.
The reporter was from the UK, and she said you all have mass stabbings.
Is this a gazpacho woman?
Yes.
Gazpacho versus
Yes.
And I
Gestapo?
would ask
Yeah.
Marjorie, would you rather have someone come in with an AR-15 or a knife?
A steak knife?
Right, because, I mean, in about 1 minute, you could kill about 200 people with a knife.
Yeah.
If you had a giant knife and it was magic.
I heard this.
Ginsu.
I'll let you continue if you have more to say about that. But
No,
I
go
will.
ahead.
I will just say I heard this, so I'm going to repeat it. I didn't verify this myself, but apparently on the day of Sandy Hook in Japan or China, someone went insane with a knife and stabbed like 15 or 18 people. I can't remember what it was, and every one of them lived.
Yeah.
So
Well, listen. There are times when people go around stabbing people.
Yeah.
But very rarely, it's a very rare thing. So when she came up with that is a very rare thing. But I did have to look it up, and here I did find this out. Do you know on average, almost 10,000 people a year are stabbed to death in Brazil?
Brazil's
Brazil's
pretty much the Wild Wild West.
Yeah. It's like El Salvador. I think it's like, the slums of Rio de Janeiro. I mean, that's just like a
Yeah,
total
so basically
gangs.
every year, I looked it up, like every year for the past, I don't even know how many years, Brazil leads the world in stabbing
It's
deaths.
like car accidents.
They're very stabby people.
Dude, they are so stabby.
Yeah.
And so I had a friend of mine, we know a guy we play basketball with, right? Scotty Brazil.
Yep.
And he wants us to go down there because he lived down there. And it listen, Johnny, he made it sound like it was going to be a lot of fun. Except he never mentioned all the stabbing.
The stabby.
Except the part where you get murdered.
No, you want to go to Portugal. Portugal is like safer and
Yeah, because I feel like I'm the kind of guy that gets stabbed. I feel like
Yeah.
people want to stab me.
Yeah.
all the time.
we should do
I think just go to Amsterdam.
We should
Seems
do
like it's pretty safe there.
a top 10 list. Like the
places
most,
to get stabbed.
the most stabby country in the world, the most rapey country in the world.
I could name them right now. South Sudan,
You South Sudan is everything for you crime wise.
Uganda,
All right. Okay. So after Green yelled out,
Haiti.
yeah, Haiti, Lovey. After Green yelled out that the UK is just rife with mass stabbings. Okay, and after everyone was done laughing, which is, if you go to a Marjorie Taylor Greene press conference, I'm sure you're there just for the comedy, right?
Well, she's a congresswoman. She's not a senator. She's not a state. She's a congressperson.
Yes. Okay.
So there's 435 or 65 Congress people and only 50 senators, right?
Yeah.
So
she's a nothing.
Yeah,
She's a nothing.
yeah.
100 senators.
So during when the press conference there, she told the reporter to go back to her country and worry about not having guns, while we can stay here in America and enjoy shooting, caressing, and humping our sweet ass death dealers. It was pretty funny, dude.
Who's the other one? That Lauren Boebert. She's another one. She's like she's like a Marjorie Taylor Greene light, right? She's kind of mirrors what she says.
Trump. She's got her head up Trump's ass.
Wow, yeah, she's pretty crazy. Okay, so you guys remember a couple weeks ago we talked about cute conservative rallies? Johnny, I think that was the week you missed, and you obviously don't listen to the show.
Yeah.
But this is where hot young Republican husband hunters get together and they have rallies. Okay, so it's hot Republican girls, right? Now, Ted, I know you don't remember this.
I do vaguely recall it now.
Yeah, bullshit. Okay, well, there's another group of ladies out there called Women for Republicans. I mean, why not? I mean, there's probably women for everything, right? Sure. And it's not women who Trump wants to bang. Okay, it's ladies who support the Republican Party, and because Trump is the main guy, they support that giant bag of shit. And the head of the group said the group feels that Mr. Bag of Shit is a little out of touch with what Republican ladies want.
Come on.
Well, isn't Ron DeSantis going to kind of be the new Trump, supposedly? I mean, he might supplant Trump.
Well, Trump's not supporting him.
Well,
of course he's not supporting him because he's the new Trump.
Yeah,
of course
yeah.
he's not supporting him.
There is a really good chance that Ron DeSantis
because he's younger, he's obviously a little more in touch with reality, even though he might have some questionable
not.
policies.
No, he's not. Ted.
No.
He is completely disassociated from reality. Okay, now the ladies are upset because, and all this kind of comes from Trump, who supported Mo Brooks in Alabama. You heard about this,
Yeah,
right?
he lost.
Right.
He lost, yeah.
But then he realized Mo Brooks was going to lose, and a week before the election, when he knew that Mo Brooks had no chance to win, he switched to the other guy.
He went Italy on him. He went Italy on him.
He went. Well, you know what? I believe it's called trumping.
And
It's called trumping when you root for one side, you want one side to win, and then you go to the
Switch.
other side.
So
You switch to
basically,
the other side.
he's just he's a bandwagon guy. He's a bandwagon guy.
I loved watching Mo Brooks too. He explained, it's funny because it's like when you work for a mob boss and then he's gonna fucking kill you, and you're like, oh, now I hate this guy, and he's just like, was kissing his ass for so long.
He looks like Pence. I saw the guy for the first time. He's got that white hair, older guy. He looks like Pence a little bit.
Yeah,
Mo Brooks is
Ted,
weird.
Ted, every Republican looks exactly like Mike
Yeah,
Pence.
he's a 90-year-old white man. What the?
Yeah. So now that Brooks lost, you guys realize that he said he wants to testify in the January 6th hearings.
Sweet.
Yeah. And he's really pissed. It's like a spurned girlfriend thing.
But here's the funny thing. I know they're having those January 6th riot hearings. It's like every time Congress has a hearing about anything, it never leads to fucking does
No.
it put does
No.
does
Wait,
it, let me ask you this, does it lower our taxes? Does it put any money in our paycheck? No. Every hearing that Congress has ever had in the history of fucking ever has never led to anything.
Nixon?
It's a fucking waste of time.
Nixon?
It's a fucking waste of time.
Yeah, but even then, what was Nixon going to do? It was.
He would have continued.
Yeah.
But
And
here's the
what
thing.
would
He
have
would
happened?
have had a fucking sweaty lip for an extra couple of years. Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Well, here's what I'll say to this. I said it 2 weeks ago or last week or whatever. I know people are complaining about this, and I understand that. But one, you got to get the facts out in the history book. The big lie is still going on. You got to get the facts out there, and you got to get them documented. And then the second thing is the FBI, like I said, they're raiding those people's homes. There's some shit's going to go down after this. Now, I know it's not saving us money or anything, but our democracy is at stake.
But has there ever been a democracy?
That law in the books.
I'm running for president. I should know.
That law in the books that the vice president should just read the electoral count. That's what they tried to fuck with. That language is a little ambiguous. So this, I think, will help us solidify some of those things.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, Teddy, pretty soon we're going to have to start making some campaign videos for you when you run for president, right? And I say we take a page from former Missouri Governor Eric Greitens. You guys familiar with this guy?
No.
I don't know.
You're not familiar with it? Okay, he's running for office
But
again.
it's going to be bad, I'm sure.
No, it's going to be Teddy. It's great. Okay. He's running for office again, and he has an awesome new commercial. It's subtle.
Oh, is this the rifle?
Yeah,
I saw
it's
this.
subtle but
I didn't know it was
effective.
him.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Eric Greitens, him and a bunch of guys are dressed in tactical gear with guns, and they are hunting for
Rhinos.
for Republican lawmakers who are not conservative enough.
Rhino. So
Rhinos.
That's, by the way, Rhino stands for Republican in name only. Yeah, like John McCain.
And there's
Oh, don't you know what? I
Like
am
Mike
never going to
Pence.
badmouth John McCain. Okay.
He got captured.
Yeah,
he's a loser. He's a loser.
He got captured.
Okay, so Teddy, just for your commercials, I say we go a step further. I say we use grenade launchers and tanks because I don't want people to think you're soft on anything. I want people to think you're hard.
rhinos.
Okay.
I like that.
Now there's some fallback from this, right? So it's kind of funny, but it's not. Okay. Him and his wife are divorcing.
Aww.
Okay, and there's a huge custody battle, right? His wife is saying that he beat her and subjected her to mental abuse,
Yeah.
right? Now, this is great. Oh man, it's beyond my ability to even invent this.
I'm being mentally abused right now.
A gun-wielding
He's saying-
white man is abusive to
Listen,
his spouse? That's
he's
weird.
saying that the allegations are all a conspiracy by not his wife,
Antifa.
the establishment Republicans to make him look bad.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a Matt
Yeah,
Gates.
so the
he took a page
Rhino,
on Matt Gates.
yeah, so the Rhino Republicans got together with his wife, okay, to make him look bad, okay.
That's like saying Joe Jackson was in part of the White Sox conspiracy in 1919. He's too fucking stupid.
Oh,
To
no,
engage in
let's not go there.
conspiracy. That was his defense. Like, he's too stupid to engage in conspiracy.
Yeah.
That's why he batted 350.
Well, yeah. So
He's
I'm
in on it,
figuring
though.
if he's worried about the people conspiring against them, could it be any of the people he threatened to murder in his campaign ad?
Murder girder.
Okay, so he gets on social media and he starts calling his wife a liar and a lot of
And a whore.
Yeah,
And I'm going to
yes.
beat her when
Yeah.
I get home. Oh, wait, no, I didn't
But
do
here's,
that.
here's,
Peter
the,
again.
but here's the funny thing. How does this help his constituents put more money in their paycheck, lower their taxes by calling his wife?
Doesn't. They only get concerned about getting elected.
But that's my point. That's my point.
Here's the thing.
This is a waste of time.
And I'm going to get to my point in just a second. But here's the thing. So the people who follow him have now sent death threats to his wife.
Of course they have.
And not just his wife. They're threatening to
kids.
kill his wife and kids.
Yeah.
Okay? And one asshole, not only threatened to kill her, but horrible rape stuff. I'm talking about terrible things. Okay? And here's what I'm saying right now. Social media will be the downfall of the human race.
I'm with you.
Yeah. We're not going to nuke each other. We're not going to nuke each other. Okay?
Well,
it'll be social media that kills us all.
The funny thing is, like every society, every civilization rots from within. Like the Roman Empire, they didn't get invaded. They rotted from within. They, just like America will eventually
some slave girls.
Yeah.
Will eventually rot from within. Unless you vote for me, of course, I can turn it around.
All right, so fellas, before we get to the heart of this, and today's topic is fucking great.
Oh, we
okay?
haven't got to the topic yet?
No. I have one more thing. Okay, so fellas, this can only happen in Oklahoma, which is the new Florida. Okay, now follow me and make sure you understand this. Are you ready?
Ready.
A man in Oklahoma was arrested this week. He was wearing a tactical vest and carrying a semi-automatic weapon in public.
Is totally okay, and everyone in Oklahoma and New York should do that.
And it is. He was not arrested for that.
Yeah.
He did carry a semi-automatic rifle in public, strapped to his back. He was arrested, but not for that. He also was carrying a holstered pistol, but he was not arrested for that. Are you ready? He was arrested because he had brass knuckles.
Oh, I read that story, yeah.
Which are illegal in Oklahoma. And this is my favorite part, he had a semi-automatic pistol in a bag, not a holster. And that's illegal in Oklahoma. You ready? If he had the semi-automatic pistol in a holster, he would have been fine. If he'd have left his brass knuckles at home and he would have walked around with a semi-automatic rifle and a pistol and a semi-automatic pistol in a holster, he would have never been arrested.
Where was he going?
To buy some milk.
Yeah. I'm sure he was going somewhere where he didn't want to shoot anybody and he didn't actually get caught before he did it.
And that's why you're an idiot if you live in the red states.
Yeah. And listen, if that doesn't make you say, what the fuck, nothing ever will, gentlemen.
Nope.
Nothing ever will. Okay, guys, we can't do this anymore because we've got to get to the topic. Today's topic,
There's a topic?
is my favorite topic of all time. Gentlemen, we're going to talk about pornography.
Pornos.
Oh,
Yes.
I wrote down pets.
Pets.
Well, that's porno, too.
Listen. I do tell these guys 95% of the time, okay? 95% of the time, I do tell Ted and John or whoever who's ever on the show what we're actually talking about, okay? I love that Ted got pets from pornography.
You said...
I never said...
You talk about pets at one time, right? You said
Ted,
we were talking
we
about
talked about pets weeks ago. Well, we tried to talk about pets.
Oh, we
weeks
didn't talk
ago.
about it. Yeah, exactly.
No, we never talked about pets. I said
exactly.
pornography. Ted, do you not know the difference? Ted, I hope that you know the difference between pets and pornography, and you're not fucking your dog.
Well, unless it's BC. That's pornography. So, Catholic, Vatican City, that might be pornography too. We don't know.
Oh,
so.
listen. That's kiddie porn, and that's not what we're talking about, Teddy. That is not what we're talking
Boy
about.
Scouts of America.
Okay, so Teddy, I'll bet you don't know this. Pornography.
Oh, I know everything, but go ahead.
Pornography is an $8 billion a year business.
Just that? I thought it was 10.
Nope, it is $8 billion a year.
Should be more.
Okay, and I'm going to blow your mind right now. Okay, I'm not going to blow you. Okay, I'm going to blow both your guys' minds. There are more adult bookstores in America than McDonald's.
Honestly, I did not know that. I've seen a few. Actually, there's one. I've seen one in the city of Chicago, which is rare. I've seen one going out to Michigan, but I don't really see too many.
I see those signs everywhere.
The
Pull
signs,
over
yeah,
here.
yeah. But I'm saying like the actual physical bookstore itself. I mean, that's hard to believe.
Yeah,
that's hard to believe.
And, well, I'm sure they're disappearing, right?
Yeah.
Well, they're struggling. They understand the whole brick and mortar and
like Amazon. It's like Amazon. They're going online. They're going to the cloud. They're going to the cloud, right? They're going to the cloud, right?
They're going to the cloud, the glory hole cloud.
All right, so I'm going to give you guys. I'm going to give you guys a little porn history. Are you ready? And I'm going to ask you some questions. Are you ready? Okay. We'll see how much you guys know about your beloved porn. How old is pornography? Take a guess.
Well, I know I was in Pompeii. You know the volcano
Yeah.
city?
Yes. Well, you'd be dead. You'd be frozen in ash.
And
so
I
you can't.
and I saw an actual room where it was a brothel where the soldiers would go and whatever. So I know it's at least 2,000 years old.
Okay, Teddy.
I can't disagree with that statement.
26,000 years old.
Okay.
Oh, 26,000. Okay. that's
26,000 years old. Are you ready
actually-
for this?
Dinosaurs are fucking each other.
That's not billion, thousand. Okay, so it started with, and again, this has all been researched. It started with naked chick figurines, a hand, and some really squishy mud.
Makes sense.
Okay, no, or if you're a Bible reader, it started about a week into Noah's ride on the ark when he realized his boat was filled with hot, sexy animals, and his wife always had a headache. Okay, all right, so 26,000 years ago, and again they found these little figurines that just again it's women. It was a chick, tits, the whole thing. Okay, now the Babylonians were the first sick ass fucks. They
That
were,
you know of.
Well, no. History shows that they were the first sick ass fucks. They screwed everywhere and anywhere. Like they would have like public displays of sex everywhere in the world. And here's the really weird part. And again, this is all verified. According to research, the Babylonian dudes love to get pissed on.
Golden showers?
Like Donald
Yes.
Trump.
Golden showers?
Yes.
Donald Trump is Babylonian.
He's Babylonian, yes. But yeah. So that is real, man.
I might do some peeing, but I'm not going to get pissed on. I'm sorry.
No. I mean, I'm not going to piss on anybody or have them piss on me or have that on
I
video.
mean, if I have to
That's not
pee
going to
and
happen.
someone gets in the way. But I'm not going to get in the way of anyone else's pee.
And in Babylonia, sex was part of their religion.
I love that.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And also the Catholic Church as
Well,
well.
listen. If sex was part of religion and there were women involved, I would go to church pretty much every day.
Me too.
Maybe 3 or 4 times a day. I don't know. Okay. Moving forward, the Greeks were freaks.
Oh, yeah, we know that.
And the
Okay.
and the Romans.
well, they get
And
worse.
the Romans.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They were
The Roman
they-
orgies obviously are very
right.
well
So the-
documented throughout history.
Greeks
of
were
course.
fluid.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Greeks were fluid. They were like dick stick in hole kind of people.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Full docking.
Well, you know the running joke. So I bowled in a league years ago, and I did bowl with a mildly autistic. He was retarded.
Are you
Okay.
are you going to
you
tell
can't-
this
I'm gonna
story?
tell the
You
story
told
again.
this story.
I bowled with a mildly retarded individual. He was the nicest guy. He was a terrible bowler though, because I had to carry his ass the whole whole season. It's okay.
Like
It's okay.
carry his ass right in front of you, Ted.
So I told him the same joke every week for.
How do you
so-
get 4 Greeks on a bar stool?
So it was a 35-week season. So a bowling guys who bowl.
Teddy, everybody knows this.
Guys who bowl, it's a 35-week season. For 16 weeks, I told the same joke. How do you separate the men from the boys in Greece? With a crowbar. Week 17, he had an epiphany. He goes,
Crowbar. I get it.
Well, he was just thinking of a family party, and he realized that. Yeah, he realized that. Okay. Let's see. BDSM. Do you guys know what that stands for?
bondage, discipline, sadomasochism.
It's masochism.
Sadism, and masochism. Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
That was huge. Again, this is our trip through history. That was huge in the medieval times.
Well, no shit, because that's torture.
The Iron Maiden.
The
and
Iron
all
Maiden
that
put
stuff,
hooks
yeah.
in you. Yeah.
I love that band.
Stretch you out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They were very rapey.
So around 1880s, the first porn film was made.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and they actually have it. Someone has a copy of it.
Yeah.
Okay. You guys, it's not what you guys think. It is literally this film is a chick walking up and down steps over and over again naked.
Nice.
So here's the funny thing. Listen. To put everything in historical context, so our standards of beauty have changed throughout the years. So, for example,
Yeah.
whatever the pinup girl like from 1920 was,
Yeah.
that standard of beauty, like, I think it was like a heavier set woman, is different than the standard of beauty now.
Well, the
So
50s
that-
is
yeah,
big,
but
too.
I'm saying it's funny because it's funny like
Curvy,
your
curvaceous.
standards of beauty and lust change through the decades.
Listen, here,
That's why it's
I'll tell you a
interesting.
funny story. I
Yeah.
played softball with this guy, right? Great pitcher, awesome team. I mean, we rolled. We were one of the best teams I've ever played on.
Wait,
This
you
guy-
play softball?
Shut up. Ted, I'm in the Hall of Fame. I'm in the 16 softball Hall of Fames, all right? So don't do it, all right? I'm that good. So this guy loved fat chicks, okay? So we would go to this bar.
And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way.
Yeah, right. So we would go to this bar, and it was kind of a neighborhood bar, right? And it was rife. It was just teeming with fat chicks. And he would walk in okay? And it would just be a girl who you just would not find attractive, and he would do this is so weird. I actually heard him make this sound one time. He walks in and there's this girl who's just really, really unattractively large, and he did one of these. He goes, oh. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, yeah. And he loved him. He loved him. I couldn't believe. You know what it was? It was Shallow Hal.
Yeah.
Yeah. He lived Shallow Hal's life.
He's a fetish for everything.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see. So 1880 is the first porn film. Okay. And then in the 20s, real porn started. Yeah. So real, actual porn.
Right.
And yes, there was more bush there than a national forest. Yes. Yes, there was. Okay. Then 1953, the first porn magazine.
Hustler.
Better Homes and Garden.
Sears catalog. Sears catalog.
No.
Lingerie section.
It was Playboy. So Playboy starts in 1953.
Well, you know, Hugh Hefner went to Steinmetz.
Did he
In
really?
Chicago.
Yeah.
Went to, in 1950s. Hugh Hefner went to Steinmetz High School.
Because he got the Playboy thing.
Downtown.
No, yes. I knew guys that worked there.
You knew guys that
At
worked
the
there?
Playboy, yeah. They
That doesn't make sense, Ted. Or Johnny.
I was at a software company, and some of them left to go work for Playboy, and they were right there on St. Clair, downtown Chicago. And what was weird is there's pornography everywhere. Like your desktop applications, everything. There was just porn everywhere in the place, which was in a workplace weird.
Dude, I would never be able to work. I would have learned. Listen, if I worked at Playboy, I would have learned to jerk off with my left hand. Yeah, I would be. Is that bisexual when you jerk off with both hands?
To this day, I think the hottest Playboy cover ever, and it's definitely debatable. It's just because it hit me at the right time or whatever. Was Farrah Fawcett on Playboy?
Dude,
she was in
those nipples.
Yeah,
the greatest. Listen, I will tell you right now. For anybody that doesn't know Farrah Fawcett, get online, and and find a picture of Farrah Fawcett's nipples.
You mean get off?
Get off, yeah, dude. I'm telling you
get
right
on,
now.
get off.
But see, that's my point. So the standards of beauty change over here. So like today, Farrah Fawcett. You know, I don't know what woman today would be considered like the modern day, like
Sydney Sweeney.
Whoever, yeah. So whatever woman today is considered like the standard of beauty, it changes over the decades. That's why it's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay, all right. So 1953, Playboy comes out. 6 years later, 1 million copies a year. 1 million copies a year. So I mean, we're into this. Okay, 1971, first gay porn.
Really?
Uh-oh.
That's
First
that's
gay porn.
cutting edge. That's cutting edge.
Teddy, what was the name of it again? You know that.
Grinder?
No, Boys in the Sand.
No, I did not know that.
First gay porn.
I did not know that.
Which is a terrible name,
That's
right?
a Beach Boys song, right?
Yeah.
Boys in the sand. Boys.
You
in
do
the
that a little bit
sand.
too well. That worried me. So
I'm so glad there's 4 boys in the sand so I can rest sometimes. Okay, but I thought that was a terrible name for that because
I
if
did
you
not
got
know that.
if you got sand in your crack like you always get,
And
that would hurt.
And I'm going to be honest with you right now.
Oh, don't.
I don't know much about gay sex, but I'm going to assume there's a lot of lube and sand don't go well together.
No, lube and sand do not go well
No.
together. Okay, so fast forward to 2000, and YouPorn and Pornhub have now made everyone's life easier, and by having chicken choking material.
I'm sorry, what's that? I've never heard of those things.
it's dolphin helmet rubbing material is what you really meant to say.
And I will tell you this, okay, as to kind of end our history, our porn history, about 5%, a little less than 5% of the male population, and just a touch less than 2% of the female population are addicted to porn.
I did not know that. What about Hustler? Because Hustler, Larry Flint won.
Well, they all came out.
No, but I'm saying, but
Yeah,
he won that Supreme Court case. In fact, there's a strip bar in the middle of Chicago that says actually on the strip bar as you walk in, it goes, the best thing about America is like the right to be left alone, and that came from Larry Flint, who was Hustler magazine's founder, who's paralyzed, by the way.
Yeah, he's in a wheelchair.
Yeah. We all saw that. Was it Woody Harrelson?
Yeah.
Which is sort of ironic because his penis obviously didn't work because he was shot by a would-be assassin. No, I'm serious. It was ironic.
So ironic.
It was ironic that the guy who was the founder of a porno
It all comes back to
empire,
gun violence.
Yeah, was paralyzed from the waist down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you ask yourself, how important is pornography?
Super important.
Most important thing ever. Okay, so the top 3 searched websites in the world every month are Google, YouTube, and Facebook. Okay. In 10th place, but it's kind of weird because it's right behind the 5th place, Twitter, is Pornhub. Okay. You ready for this? they get almost 3 billion. That's a B for billion. 3 billion visitors a month.
Wow.
A month.
I've actually never been on that site. I've never been on Pornhub.
No,
I've heard of it, but I've never
I
been
like
on it.
X
so.
videos better than
Yeah.
Pornhub.
Xvideo.
I have not. You know what? You know it's weird?
Xvideo,
No
number
matter
one.
what my search history says, I have never been there either. Not for 2 minutes at a time.
And if you want to download anything,
Just like I'd hire a hitman, it just you just delete it and
It's-
it
it's-
disappears. Okay, got it.
That was the other. That was the other phone. Okay. Do you guys remember when Hawaii got that alert that said they were going to be bombed? Do you guys remember that? It was like 7, 8 years ago.
Pearl Harbor?
No.
don't remember that.
They got some kind of weird alert
Okay.
that said that they were going to be bombed. Yeah.
By the Japanese.
No, listen, it said that an attack was coming and that the town, that Hawaii, the islands, were going to be wiped out.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys don't remember that. Okay.
No, I
So what happened? Okay. So everybody freaked out, and it took about 30 minutes before, because I guess somebody hit the wrong button, and instead of hitting the everything's okay button, they hit the you're all going to die button. Okay. So it took about a half hour, and then somebody hit the everybody's going to be okay button. You ready for this? Immediately after they hit the everybody's okay button, the traffic on Pornhub went up 50%.
Yeah.
50%
I-
higher than
yeah.
normal.
Wow.
50% higher than normal.
That's interesting. So why do you think that is? What's your theory?
It's
How-
like
how
if
do you-
you're going to die.
How do you? Oh, 'cause
no, they were. It's
They're
just
okay.
after they
Yeah.
were told they were going to be safe.
So what's your hypothesis about that?
Ted, listen. I want to celebrate not dying like everyone, but I'm not going to go immediately to a porn website to start masturbating. That is like not me living does not make me want to jack off. I'm pretty sure.
I thought you were going to jack off over the new Callaway driver that was just released.
No, Ted, I have a great driver that I can hit very long. You've seen it. Okay. So a guy, this is how important pornography is. A guy, and he's not the only one, but a guy recently called Pornhub to ask him for help with his best man speech.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
What's the way with Kevin Hart, the wedding ringer? He's like the professional guy who goes to the weddings. It's like the groom who doesn't have any friends, so he pretends to be your best friend. He has all these groomsmen to come to your wedding, and
I don't think I've ever seen it.
no, it's a good movie.
No, I don't like
This one's
Kevin Hart.
No, he's not funny, but this one he was funny.
Okay,
This
so
one's funny.
I always thought, listen, if you ask Pornhub for help on your best man speech, I feel like it would be like friends, relatives, bride and groom. This day, like many days when I spanked the monkey alone in my basement, reminds me of marriage.
Adolf Hitler once said, "We should."
Wait a minute. How does Adolf
Cherish-
Hitler get on Pornhub?
Well, exactly. It's the same thing. It's asking for porn. It's asking Pornhub for advice.
No, I just always think like if you ask Pornhub, it's like today is a wonderful day, like the day 2 hot Asian stewardesses ran into King Dong
No.
and they had a steamy threesome.
No, like I said, like Pornhub is like a person. It's like an entity. It's not like it's not like
It's
you're talking
so
to a
weird.
person. Yeah.
Okay, so are you ready? What is the state that views porn the most?
Ooh. Give me a second. You get one guess. I already know. I don't think I know, but
You do not know this.
I do not know this.
So guess.
Okay.
Wait a minute. He
West
said,
Virginia?
"Wait, give me a guess."
I'll say
I don't
Wa-
know this.
West
I'm
Virginia.
gonna
Absolutely not.
I'm going to say it's got to be a populous state. I'm going to say
You're wrong.
California.
You're wrong. It's not a state. It's Washington D.C.
Damn it.
Now you ready? In second place, and I would like to take credit for this, is Illinois. Illinois, second highest state.
I'm
To,
I did not know that.
helping to bump up the numbers.
yes. I believe the three of us have pushed Illinois over Georgia and Nevada. Now, the state that views the least amount of pornography.
Vermont.
Utah.
Vermont.
No, yeah, Utah. right?
Vermont
'Cause we're
or
the
Vermont.
Mormons.
Utah,
We're the
Vermont,
Mormons,
right? Utah,
That's
Vermont.
what you would think, right?
Yeah.
Arkansas.
Huh. Interesting.
I think they're doing some sick ass shit and they don't need pornography.
No,
They
they
don't have
got
internet.
they got
They don't
filters.
have-
They got
it's-
filters on their phone. That's what
I
they got.
guarantee you that's a poor thing where they don't have a socioeconomic
that's-
issue where they don't have internet. Probably.
That is so. You know what? Listen, if Teddy, if you get elected, I'd like you to bring pornography to everyone in America. I'd like that to be one of your staples.
So like a lot of people. So I know there was a case a while back where the person was watching pornography in a library because you have free internet.
It's true.
And-
It's
There's
true.
a guy jacking off in the library.
I'm not saying he was jacking off, but he was watching porn.
Wait,
and,
wait,
and they
why
told
do
him-
you?
And they told me he couldn't, and he took it to the courts, and they said, "Yeah, it's fucking free."
Come on. I mean, who watches pornography and doesn't?
If you don't have internet at home,
Oh man, but how? But what are you watching pornography for?
But you know,
Like,
you,
are
you,
you-
you,
well,
you,
he stores it all up,
but
and
you
he runs
actually-
out in the car. I'll be
you-
right back. Wait, what
but
was
you-
that? What
you
was
actually-
she doing?
You can watch porn without being sexually
Why?
aroused
No,
Why?
you can't.
for later use. That's why.
Ted, but What would be the purpose?
Actually,
Are you doing this?
What about the guy? What about the guy on the airplane? I don't know what he was doing, but the guy who jerked off 4 times in a 2-hour flight, and he got arrested afterwards, of course.
Yes.
But the point is, if that guy can jerk off 4 times, to just jerk off 4 times,
but what does that have to do with...
we should give him an award.
We keep coming back to this.
He should get an award.
And I know this is I don't advocate violence, but in my day,
We should kill that guy?
but in my day, if someone were doing something,
You should get
you
promoted.
get punched in the fucking face.
He should get promoted.
You know? If you're joking, I'm like, dude, put your fucking penis away. I'm gonna fucking punch you in the face.
Hold on. You know what? Teddy, no. Johnny...
But 4 times on a 4-hour flight, that's impressive.
That's what I'm saying. What the fuck?
No, Johnny, listen. This all stems from a situation when we were golfing where Johnny actually said that to me.
It was a golf situation.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Say no more.
Yeah, I was
We're
actually
on the 4th hole,
Yeah,
and you
and I was
jerked
in
off
the
4
fourth hole.
times.
I was
Johnny,
in
did you
the fourth
Did you
hole.
lose? Did you lose that?
No,
Of course I lost.
No, Teddy, I'm trying to hump the 4th hole, and Johnny's trying to make a 20-foot putt for birdie. Yeah, it just got weird. Okay, are you ready for this? Most men and women between 18 and 40, just like their porn, vanilla style. Pretty much just kind of like
missionary.
standard.
Missionary, doggy style,
Right.
reverse cowgirl,
Right,
simple
right.
stuff.
Your typical 5-person midget.
No. Most of-
Dwarfism.
No, that's Teddy's shit right there. Okay. Okay. So they had a study. Okay. Recently, and 97% of men admitted to watching porn, and about 83% of women admitted to it.
So I would be fascinated by this. Is the one thing that gets me, and I know this is gonna be bad, but whatever. That's why we're here, right?
Yes, it is.
I'm not gonna say exclusively, but generally speaking, an older pornography movie to me is slightly better because the newer stuff is just this gonzo, stupid stuff where they're like banging people in the ass and gaping. It's disturbing sometimes.
Well, I mean,
Well, there's no plot, is what you're saying,
Right.
right?
Just-
like what's the woman's motivation for walking into the
Right.
room of guys?
Nobody's
with
delivered a
10
pizza.
guys with dicks. I mean,
I think the most. I think what makes porn exciting. What makes porn exciting is like a plot. Like you have. It's like an unexpected situation. Like a guy walks in, and it's an
Right.
unexpected situation, and then
Right.
he has this like hot, steamy sex with this woman that was completely unexpected. But yeah, if you have a guy with a 15-inch fucking cock that's big, as big as a fucking baseball bat.
I'm gonna start spitting on you now.
Which, by the way, in real life would fucking kill a woman because it's in her fucking bladder. Because
Ted.
I mean, I don't give a fucking biology lesson.
We know you're an advocate for the small penis. Okay, listen. I feel like. Don't worry, we're gonna have a great commercial for that soon. Don't worry about it.
Go ahead, put 15 inches in you, see what happens.
That's a good point. You hear all the time about pornographic women stars or whatever actresses. Their sphincters, they can't hold their
What? What are you talking
their
about?
ass muscles are gone
So they
from being
just
stretched out.
so they have violent diarrhea.
They struggle with that. But you wonder
that's so
what are you
sad.
doing? What about their cervixes? What are they doing?
Okay,
No one wonders about.
guys, you
I'm
want
curious.
a biology lesson right now? Here's a biology lesson.
Oh God, no! Please don't.
The cervix.
Oh
Here-
God!
guys with small cocks. Let me help you right here. Okay, actually, I'll tell you what. I'm going to save this for the next tips for 20s. This is the next tip. I'm not going to say it right now. You know what?
Please,
listen.
please.
Episode 24. Tune in, guys.
Everyone,
Tune in, guys.
You have something to look forward to. Okay.
Tune in.
Oh my God!
Everything
okay.
you wanted to know about the cervix.
I'm not going to say it now. I'm not going to say it now.
So there are 3, according to the Journal of Sexual Medicine, there are 3 categories of porn viewers. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Recreational,
Yep.
sexually compulsive, and distressed non-compulsive.
What's the third category? What does
Yeah,
that
I
mean?
don't
What's
understand
that
it.
mean?
So distressed non-compulsive are people who view it and they are conflicted by it. They actually hate themselves for watching pornography.
So they're like they're Catholics.
Yeah, I was going to say Jewish. Jewish.
That too.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah.
the same thing. Yes.
So,
I hate myself.
They're Muslims.
So just to give you a difference, a recreational viewer of pornography watches about 25 minutes of porn a week.
No.
Wait, so Johnny, be careful. You
Yeah.
might not be recreational. A sexually compulsive person watches about 2 hours of pornography a week. That's let's see. If you average a minute and a half, 2 hours, Jesus Christ, that's a lot of dick pulling right there.
Here's
I think
question.
that seems normal.
Has anyone ever fallen asleep watching porn?
No.
I have.
Like on a VHS tape
No,
or
I
on
mean,
your
no,
computer?
I'm talking about like on
Ted.
X video. I mean, I watched that. It's like,
Wait, because
That is well. I mean, you can fall asleep after.
after.
Yeah.
no, I mean, I'm talking during.
No.
Okay, so here are the reasons. So Ted falls asleep while he's jacking off.
It's like watching a repeat of the 1986 Masters. I just fell asleep because just
You jack off to the Masters?
No, I'm just saying I fell asleep because we know Jack Nicklaus won. It's just like
Okay, so here are the reasons. So people who are interviewed for this. So these are the people reasons people watch porn. Just for out of curiosity. I've never seen people have sex. I
wonder
don't
what it
know.
looks like.
Okay, a lot of people say that they improve their sexual skills or knowledge. Yeah, I mean, do you guys ever watch porn and be like, dude, I gotta try that, man. That is fucking awesome. All I need is 3 midgets, and what is that? A guy with 2 dicks?
I literally was, it was either today or yesterday, was looking at something the girl was doing, just out of curiosity. I was like looking at her self-improvement techniques to understand, like, I wonder what she's doing there. But, yeah.
Wow, that
I mean, I could see actually watching porn as a almost like a public service announcement. Yeah, to improve your skills, because I mean, you know, a lot of people are actually not really good at sexual activity. No offense to them, it's not their fault.
okay.
It's not their
TikTok.
fault. It's not their
If
fault.
you follow TikTok, you'll see
Yeah.
a lot of girls on there telling guys what they need to do when it comes to that area.
Here's the funny thing. So
Flicking
women. I mean, so like guys, we have locker room talk, blah blah blah. Trust me, women are a lot more ruthless than any guy could ever be. Trust me, they're talking about shit about you behind your back, talking about what a limp dick you are, what a poor performer you are.
No, they're not, Ted.
No, because we're not sleeping during pornography.
What a
we're doing our lessons.
what a 2-pump chump you are. Oh yeah, they're talking about that shit.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So hold
Trust
on.
me.
So most of the pornography is
And they're laughing at you.
no, they're not. They're not laughing at me.
They're not laughing with you. They're laughing at you.
So most porn is heteronormative
Yes.
and male gaze oriented porn. Okay, but there is feminist porn. Yeah, there is feminist porn, and this is pornography that is made, and this is my favorite thing I looked up, under friendly labor conditions. I don't even know what that means. Are most porns made like at gunpoint?
Well, if you go back to the 70s, which I already sort of advocated for, and now I feel bad, but a lot of those porn stars early on, they're like fucking doing drugs and stuff just to get through the very difficult scenes. You know what I mean?
Okay, well, this makes more sense then. Feminist porn has a lot of different things. They have real couple porn. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you are literally making. They have a website called Make Love Not Porn.
Right.
Okay, and they show real life sex. They said, hey, you're going to see cats jumping on beds, couples experimenting,
Right.
people discussing cold sores, people fumbling with condoms, and you can even. Okay, on this website, make your own video and submit it.
Yeah. And you know who, and I've seen some of those, and you know who, I'd say 73% of all those people are heavily
73.
tattooed.
Oh, man.
Right?
Okay.
It's like they're like super like, earthy kind of just, hairy armpits, just like
No one wants that.
No.
Okay. Another kind of feminist porn is parody porn. Are you guys not familiar with this? This is where you dress up. You can see somebody like
role play.
yeah, it's kind of like that. You could see somebody dressed up like Ron and Hermione from
Right.
Harry Potter.
Yep.
Yeah, banging.
Okay.
Marge from The Simpsons.
Yeah. There's queer porn, right?
Okay.
Wait, we're still on Marge from The Simpsons,
Jesus
Thelma
Christ.
from Scooby Doo,
Thelma and Louise.
Daphne.
That plaid skirt. You know,
Hey, she has a dick. No, I
the
said that
plaid
last
skirt
time.
with the glasses. Oh yeah, that's hot.
Okay, yeah. So there's queer porn, right? Okay, that has it, and I guess the thing they want you to know about queer porn is not all women scissor. There's other things besides scissoring. I listen. I have no idea.
Some of my lesbian friends find it very disturbing. It's like guys directing women. It's like that's not what we're doing.
Right,
You know what I mean?
that's
Yeah.
what the heteronormative
Yeah.
stuff is.
Yeah.
Okay, so you ready? And there's something called educational porn. Yeah, there's something called educational
like
porn.
Kama Sutra stuff.
Right. So Pornhub has actually created a sex ed site for those interested in educational pornography. You can check it out.
Yeah, don't
You know
stick
what?
it in
Actually,
that dirty
actually,
hole.
Actually, this reminded me of a new Ted Tips for 20s I'm going to have. So, in addition to what I just talked about, I have 2 extra things now. So, I'm not going to talk about it right now because I don't want to give away the keys to the kingdom, guys, but it's gonna
Okay,
be good.
well, here, there's a
It's gonna be
website called Oh My God, OMG Yes, okay, that has video lessons that you can use. There's over 2,000 video lessons. And speaking of Hermione, Emma Watson is a huge fan. I guess she gets on this website.
That's exciting.
And yeah,
And what was it again?
OMG Yes.
OMG, yes.
Yeah, so they got video sex lessons. Ted, look at Ted's giving the face like, I don't need any sex lessons. You know what? I know. You put your wiener
In the hole.
in her hole, and you just scream at her for 30 seconds.
It's like Johnny. It's like golf tips. Like you can buy a book on putting this thick, how to putt a ball, or you just see ball hit ball, right?
So Ted is see pussy, hit pussy.
You can do this, or you just see ball hit ball.
All right. So listen. Before we finish, and we have to finish, there are some different kinds of porn.
Yeah, my favorite is war porn.
War porn?
Yeah, war porn. I like Shaving Ryan's Privates.
No, listen to me.
You just like the titles. You don't even care
Listen to
about
me.
that movie.
I've got a couple of porns that are a little different out there. Have you guys ever heard of balloon porn?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so this is where people have the blow up toys, but actually people have sex with balloons.
No thanks.
That's not your thing.
Helium-filled balloons, or just like or blow,
Ted, I don't
blow
know if
into
your
the
dick.
balloon.
I don't know if your dick knows the difference. Are you ready? Dinosaur and monster porn.
No.
Okay, so this is real. Whoops, that was my dick.
Bung.
So I was on my library website and I found I found dinosaur porn, and this is literally where a woman gets transported to T-Rex,
times.
and literally a T-Rex fucks somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
This is real.
So
this
like-
this is
like-
a
it's
real
like, so
thing.
It's like bestiality with
Yes.
just like a dinosaur twist.
Yes.
To it.
You
Yes.
know,
Okay.
I get that because I just heard it the other day. She was a guest. Maya Rudolph was on Seth Meyers, and she was doing a scene, and there was a horse in it, and she was going on and on about how enormous the horse's penis
Well,
was.
that's why it's called a stallion, John.
But that's what I'm saying. There's like I'm not saying there's a sexual thing, but there's a fascination with that whole kind of, you know what I
I'm
mean?
not going to tell the story, but man, I saw something horrible when I was in college.
A donkey show.
Yeah. No, it was horrible. Okay, you ready? Breast milk porn.
Oh, I see that all the time, yeah. No, I'm just saying they're like squirting. It's like, come on, dude. Like
Dude.
what?
Okay,
yeah.
you ready? Adult baby porn. This is
Yeah.
where people
Put a diaper on me.
yeah, dress like babies and then have sex.
Yeah.
Is that's fucking weird. Okay,
I
you
don't
ready?
get it.
You ready? Clown porn.
What?
Clown porn.
Oh no, that's too scary.
Yeah. And it's usually a guy.
Wasn't John Wayne Gacy a clown?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually a guy who talks in a really high pitched voice and he says weird, sick shit. And yeah. Okay, ready for this? Have you guys ever heard of this? Yif porn.
Nope.
Okay, this is where people dress up like furry animals.
Oh yeah, I've heard that. Furbies.
I got a feeling when he
Furbies,
says,
yeah.
"You ever heard of this?" I'm gonna say no to everything.
Yeah,
he
no,
just
I've
says.
heard the
Yeah,
Furbies.
Teddy's lying.
He goes. Heard of this? Nope.
Okay, we're almost done. You ready for this? I got 3 more. Fish porn. Have you guys ever heard of this?
Northern pike. Cut a northern
No.
pike. and
No. Are you ready for this?
you
Listen. Everybody who's like, oh man, I'm progressive. This is where people get aquatic animals to blow them.
No.
Yep, they do. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm just listen.
Yeah. No, I get it. I get it.
I'm
just
out
saying,
there.
I'm
Okay.
not-
This is something that I only got 2 more. This is something that actually was the weirdest thing I think I've ever heard in my life. This is absolutely fucking disturbing. Japanese newscaster porn.
That I get.
I'm on board with that. I'm on board with that one.
Yeah. No, you see the weather women. The weather women they'll strip during the weather broadcast.
Anything Japanese? Yes, we're
Yes.
on board with that.
Okay, so this is what happens. A girl reads the news, right? And then dudes like undress her, touch her, bang her. They do all this stuff to her. And she continuously reads the news while all this
Right.
sexual stuff is happening
Right.
to her. That seems normal to you guys?
I'm not saying it's normal, but it seems like something I might be curious to see.
Well, I mean, you
I don't want to see anyone with a fish.
I mean, can't you just jerk off to a news girl without even that other stuff? I mean, it's
I'm not
like,
even gonna say I'm
because-
jerking off. I just wanna see
I'm
it.
just saying,
You mean
don't-
like the Channel 7 News?
No, I'm
Yes,
just
you
saying,
can, Ted. I can tell you
Don't
that.
all news stations hire like a hot chick to read the weather?
Yeah. Okay. All right, so last one before we're done, okay?
Wait, there's one more.
There's one more. blowing your load on dolls porn.
No.
So this
come
is
on.
no. Listen to me. This is
like a Chucky doll.
listen. GI Joe,
Right in
Chucky
the
doll, Barbie, a super hot Buzz Lightyear that he yells up and away as you're blowing your load on him. Yeah. This is all things. Listen, this is all things that people do, and these are the standard ones. This is not the crazy shit.
I want to do a niche one. If I were
No,
if
you
I were in
don't.
charge of porn, I would do my niche would be
Oh God.
blowing your load
Oh God.
on dolls, but the spooky ceramic dolls with one eye missing that you see in a fucking horror movie. You know what I mean? Where they're like in a carriage and they disappear.
No, actually,
That
I
would
don't-
be-
No, I don't know what.
Yeah, actually, I know what you mean, but I don't want to know what
and
you
then
mean.
you die.
I don't
You
wanna-
blow
I-
your load.
I
If you
don't-
blow
I-
your load on this doll,
I
then
don't.
the next
I
day
don't
you
want to know
die.
what you mean. Do you speak any English?
And here's how it starts out. Here's how it starts out. There's a guy sitting in a dark attic,
Oh God.
and someone wheels the doll in one of those. Yeah, and he's like, and everyone's like,
you
"Here
want
we
to
go."
play with me?
my level of horniness is
Do
zero.
you want to come on
My
me?
level of horniness is 0 right now.
Yeah, that is the
0.0,
least
yeah.
sexual thing that. Oh my
I
God.
agree. It's
All
like
right.
an M Night. I'll talk to M Night Shyamalan and see if we can get something going.
You know what? He'd be the guy to do it.
He would
man.
be the guy.
All right, we got it, dude. This is so disturbing, man. I feel like people are like half the people are just like this is horrifying, and the other half of the people are just like, is this going to be a 3-hour show?
Can we do this again when the ladies come back?
Oh man, at no chance, at no point will I be talking about this with my sister on the show. Okay, it's bad enough she's going to listen.
Wait, your sister's coming back, right?
Oh man, Ted just turned it into worse porn than
Bow, take a
jizzing
bow,
on a
bow.
duck.
Her name's Jackie. By the way. Don't pun it.
I'm uncomfortable.
Oh, wait, I get it, Ted. You know what, Ted? That's kind of funny. I'm going to beat the shit out of you after the show, but it's kind of funny.
But you know what? It's worth every bit of it.
You know what? It probably is. All right, Teddy, we are done. We are done. We're going to wrap this shit up. Teddy, I'm going to give you first shot at last words. What is the last thing you want to leave us with?
Actually, our last topic we discussed, I've just been inspired. My next TED tip for 20s, it's going to be good. Because thank you.
Oh, thank God, because all the rest of them have been bad.
It's going to be good.
If this is
I'm writing shit
Ted,
down.
if your next Ted's tip for 20s on show 24 has anything to do with masturbating, I'm probably going to laugh. All right, Johnny, you get the last word. Do it.
I think we've blown our loads, and I'm gonna go take a nap.
Just figuratively, not literally. Just figuratively.
Figuratively, literally. I mean, they're all kind of words. All right. Listen, everybody, it was great. We love every second of it. We will see you guys next week. We will have a very special guest, and have a great week, and we will see you next time.